ladies and gentlemen, BeastCat fans, welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock farm making video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make a super simple Minecraft gold farm over here. This is a very simple farm, so it's good for people who are just starting out in the game and want to get a bunch of gold for growing carrots or trading with piglins. This is the farm for you. This is literally everything what you're going to need for this farm, so I think let's jump right into the tutorial. But before we do that, I have a very special message from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor being GGServers over here. If you go down into the description down below, and you can find the first link there, that is to their website over there. And if you use code BeastCatGaming, you can get 25% off your purchase. They're absolutely amazing. I hosted a bunch of my games and stuff with GGServers, and they have an amazing crew. So if you get stuck on anything or you want to just get a little bit extra help, then you can message them and they'll get back to you very quick. So make sure to go and check that out. First link in the description down below, and you can get 25% off while using code BeastCatGaming at checkout. So I think the first thing what you're gonna have to do is actually find yourself a nice flat surface over here, and the second thing is I'm going to put my game mode in creative so I can fly around. So I found this nice flat surface right over here. You can go basically anywhere. It can be close to a village, it can be far from a village, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna grab out some obsidian and your blocks over here. You're gonna place a temporary block over here, or a solid block over here, sorry, and you're gonna place 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 pieces of obsidian down like so. After that, you're going to place another solid block over here, and then you're going to go 21 blocks up. So 1 2 3 4 5 19 20 21, and then a solid block on top of that like so. After that, you're going to connect these two lines of obsidian up over here. These also should be 21 blocks if you want to count it out so that you don't waste obsidian, but I'm just going to do it like this. Then solid block goes over here, and your portal should be done. If you want to test light it, then you can do so now. As you can see, it lights up. It's amazing. And we already revealed where the zombie piglin will be spawning. So you can do this in two ways. You can do it in lighting the actual portal over here and then breaking it and then seeing where the zombie piglins spawn. So they're going to be spawning on this side over here, or you can whack down a trusty sunflower over here like this one over here, and if the sunflower is pointing in this direction, as you can see, then the piglins will spawn on this side over here. If it's pointing in the other direction, it will spawn on this side right here. So with that knowledge in hand, we can go not to the side where the piglins spawn, to the other side over here, and we're going to place down a temporary block right over here. After that, we're going to follow that up with a dispenser going over here. And then after that, we're going to place 2 solid blocks over here. And then 1 2 3 4 solid blocks over here. And then we're going to encase them like so. After that, we can get out some observers over here, place down 1 observer like this over here. On the other side, if I can finally place it down. Nope, not like that. There we go. And then another one over here. And just like this. And then this one will be just over here like this. And now you should hear a little clicking noise going. And what this is going to do is we're going to put a bucket of water in there. And as you can see, it's just going to start spewing out water. Now we're going to get a lever and place it over here. Flick it once down and it will stop the water flowing. This is how you will be able to turn your farm on and off in the future. Okay, now that that step is done, we can get out our solid blocks yet again, and we're going to make a little box over here. This is where the lava is going to be stored. So don't fill in this side over here. We're going to jump in right over here, grab out some trusty if I can actually hold them, some trusty trapdoors over here, place them down like so, and then have to grab out your lava bucket over here, and you can place it right in the middle. And this should already light up your portal, and you can see where we're going. When you flick this lever, the water will start pouring in and out, and as it does, it will start to actually break and light your portal again. And there's a bunch of piglin over here spawning in, what is a very good sign of the farm actually already working. Okay, now that we're done, we can actually grab some more solid blocks over here, and we're gonna get a bunch of blocks and just line them up over here, and we're gonna go 2 blocks out from the actual portal like so. After this comes the actual fun part. We can put another layer of blocks on here so that our piglin friends cannot escape from our farm. Please move. Thank you. Please move. Move. There we go. If you're having troubles with the piglin spawning, you can always just flick this lever up over here and then put a solid block over here, and then that will stop the actual portal to spawn, because it's just going to lag out your game otherwise. You can also put another layer of blocks in behind the farm over here, just so that your piglin friends don't accidentally escape the farm. There we go, and we're gonna put another layer of blocks on top like so that these guys cannot escape from this little box over here. Now that that is done, we can actually start by putting in some of the water. I just want to quickly remove this water so that I can actually see what I'm doing, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So the water bucket you're going to place down over here like so, and let this flow until it goes. After, you're going to break this block over here, and then you're also going to break this block over here, and then you're going to let this water flow as long as it will flow over here. Then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to break this block over here, then the block underneath that, not that one, that one over there. I just want to kill off some of these piglins so that I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, and then we can actually fill in this block over here, which is just a temporary block for now, and we're going to continue the stream of water. And as you can see, it continues all the way to this block over here. Now we're going to dig 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks down over here, and you can also, just for temporary measures, place down a block over here so that will stop all the piglins falling down into the hole while you're building the killing chamber over here. So we're gonna kill that guy over there. You're gonna dig 1, 2 blocks down, and then you can start building out a little room over here for all of your piglin friends. Then we're gonna come back into your inventory. You're gonna grab out a double chest and a hopper. You're gonna place the double chest down over here, place the hopper on top of that over there, and then we can break out some of these blocks over here. If you want, you can just fill this in with some nicer blocks over here for yourself, but you don't have to if you don't want. Also, I do recommend adding more chests onto here, so if you want, you can just go down another layer and then put another double chest down over here, and then another hopper connecting these chests up together, and then you can just fill this back up and you can reach both of those chests. If you want to get very, very fancy, you can also build an item sorter, what will sort all the gold nuggets, all the rotten flesh, and the gold swords separate, so that you can later on smelt the gold swords, and you can also trade with the rotten flesh or feed it to your dogs or anything else, and you can use all the other gold for whatever you want. So the last step before we actually get this farm activated is to put down a slab over here, and then you can put down a solid block over here, and this is just so that you can crouch underneath over here and you can start killing without the baby piglin coming and spawning into your face. Now we can dig right up to the surface over here, and we're gonna place down a ladder leading all the way down to your little killing chamber over here like so. And then when that is done, basically, you can kill off all of these piglins if you want, but if you don't want, you can just let this go like so. And then after, we're going to break this solid block over here, and we're going to replace the water in this like so. And then now, once the portal starts up, as you can see, a bunch of the piglin are going to start spawning in over here. They're going to go down to this little hole in underground over here. And if we go down, we can get out our sword. I recommend looting and a bunch of other enchantments on there, like, I don't know, sharpness, say, is a good one, and mending and unbreaking. And then you can start killing off your piglin. And this is a very, very good way to get a bunch of XP and a bunch of gold and raw flesh and different stuff which you can trade with and collect loot with, because you can trade now with all of the piglins in the nether as well. So as usual, I hope you guys enjoyed today's farm making video. Make sure, by the way, to go and click that like button and subscribe, and also make sure to go and check out our sponsors as well in the description down below. Use code BZCatGaming to get 25% off. Hopefully you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next farm making video. Bye guys.